Hello, welcome to our channel Skill Arcade. In this video, we will be looking at overview of the communications mining, what actually the communication mining and how it is to help us as part of our automation journey. So it's in UiPath communications mining. In a high level, we can say it as mine, monitor, and automate every conversation. Which means conversation it can be from multiple channels. It can be through an emails, or it can be through a chat windows, or it can be through a feedback surveys or campaigns or whatever the unstructured data we have, or it can be a tickets or a cases which are submitted in the ITSM or any of Salesforce or any of the application. So such a unstructured data, it can take the information and it will monitor and it will give you the insights. Okay? And UiPath communications mining turns each and every message into actionable data, real time, and on any communications channel, irrespective of the channel, what we are receiving this message. And communication mining combines AI and automation. So you can automate your most common business requests and time consuming conversations from beginning to end. When we say the beginning to end, it can be an end to end. If you consider there is a request received through any of the communication channel, the communication mining will monitor it and it will extract the information from that and it will pass on the data to the robots, and then your automation workflows will be executing that request to be resolved, and then this can be automated the entire scenario from receiving from the resolution of the incident or a tickets. And how the UiPath communications mining works. UiPath communications mining in a simplest level, at a simplified level, there are four stages or pillars within the communications mining, which is connect, train, discover, and automate. So connect is nothing but like we can connect of any of our existing sources of communications, which can be email, service tickets, or CRM, or we have a pre-built integration to Microsoft Exchange, and we can use the UiPath robots also to input the data into the communications mining. Also, we have an API is already available, which also we can leverage in order to ingest the data or ingest the communications from any of the applications. And training of the model, where we will be once the data is already uploaded to the UiPath communication mining, and we have a guided approach or uh, guided training available in the UiPath communications mining, where the business users can do the training of the model without having any technical knowledge, and the users try and rely on our underlying model, which is the state of the automation, state of the art transformer based, which is similar to the LLM. And model becomes uh, tailored to your organization, specific to your use case or require. And discover is it will understand the human languages and reads every message and mining conversational data to identify, discover, and extract the high volume processes. And let us assume that like there is a mail conversation going on, and you might be having 4 to 5 mails conversation happen in the same email chain. So it will read through all of those emails, and then it will understand the context and it will extract the information required. It's not only with the latest mail whatever is received. And also, we have a pre-built connectors to automate the workflows. Like UiPath communications mining can trigger the automation actions using the such as routing or triaging or creation or automating of any of the requests whichever is required. So this is an example, a typical example in an insurance organization or use case where let us assume that there is a mailbox in the insurance organization where multiple requests are received from the policyholders or brokers, like for some changes or a renewal of the policy or any updates into the policy, or requesting for the quotations or change in or requesting for documents of change in policy guidelines or terms and conditions. So it will whatever the messages are coming or mails are coming to the insurance company, all these will be taken into the UiPath communications mining, and it will try to understand the intent or a request, type of request they are asking, and also it will extract the information from there as well. And if you are looking at this message, it's kind of a change in the address and the change in the name, both received, and it's from a broker we received, because there are two different policies, or it can be from a customer as well. One might be a personal policy and other might be a property or car policy or motor policy, whatever they have. And here, from this message, it identifies or it interprets that like there is a change in the policy details. One is the address change and the other is name change. And it could able to properly identify and extract the information as well. And whatever the extracted information we have, that will be passed on to an automation workflow along with the type of update which requires to do. So that's how the communication mining will work in an end-to-end scenario. And this is a example of the quality of service, and this is something related to the IT service desk tickets. And there is a request which is received at 10 days and it was not yet done properly, and it is not, and it's a follow-up message and it requires an urgency. So it could able to identify that it's a follow-up email and it is urgent, and also there is a mismatch happened in the application. So these are the some highlight extractions the communications mining will do, and after that it will be passed on to UiPath automation flow, and that from there it can be take it up. And some aspects of the power where the UiPath communications mining are different from the other tools available in the market. So it's a low code, no code platform. Irrespective of whether the people are having the technical skills or not, they can easily train and deploy the ML models, NLP or ML models. And it's a fully guided training interface to guide the users throughout this process. And also, there is an inbuilt transparent validation statistics. So users can understand exactly how the model is performing, whether the model is performing good or a bad. So we can see that in the interface itself. And communication mining uses specialized transformer and large language models, and enabling the users to harness the best in class for every task. So it in the behind the scenes, it will use the large language models, LLMs, and generative AI features in order to i- identify or extract the intents and the themes and emotions from the message which is received. And these models are fully customizable, and it can be, we can add any kind of type of request or labels or whatever the different information we want to extract, and it's highly customizable and in order to train to your specific use case. And the communication mining, annotating and training of the data actually goes from zero to well performing models, and we can see the results in hours. And also we have an easily integrate with any of the applications we have, because it's having a strong APIs available and exposed for the communications mining, so we can integrate this communications mining to any of the applications or pass on to the robots built in the UiPath workflows in order to execute and or request whatever is information is retrieved by the communications mining. And UiPath communications mining combines both the Gen AI and the specialized AI features in order to give you the best results. And also, it uses a generative extraction in order to extract the information from the unstructured messages. And there is some word which is called as a comms path, which is a part of communications mining, which leverages the large language models and the Gen AI capabilities in order to extract the information from there. And communications mining is part of UiPath enterprise platform. So it can be automated on across any of the applications wherever the UiPath has the connectors, and UiPath has connections with connectors with multiple enterprise applications. And there is a continuous improvement with the help of we can perform as part of our process with the help of communications mining. So it can mine the historical communications, and also it can understand what can be improved in terms of your service. And also not only specific to the service, even it can suggest which can be automated as well. In terms of monitoring, when we go to the monitoring, we can review all the channels, how the requests are coming and patterns, and we can identify which can be done with the automation and that can be moved to the automation. And some queries can be automatically answered with the help of RPA or automation after getting the intent from the communications mining. So these are the three category. These are the three and these are some high level use cases like where we can implement communications mining, like in the enterprise and healthcare, banking, public sector, insurance, manufacturing, e-commerce, and telecommunications, and energy. So if you see here, majority of the use cases are client facing or customer facing, where the people will be writing a human language text, and communications mining will interpret the information based on the unstructured data which is received. And this is the end-to-end implementation steps we have as part of our communications mining. So integration is nothing but integrating your channels, communication channels. It can be an email or it can be a survey forms or whatever the data we have to the UiPath communications mining, and then storing all the data as part of our data source and combining multiple data sources to a data set. So we can combine multiple data sources to a data set, but it is always advised to have same pattern of type of data to be created as part of data set. So let us assume that you are working on a service ticket and also a feedback service. And you cannot combine both of these two data sources to a single data set. But in case if you have a channel of emails which you will be receiving your IT tickets, and there is an ITSM tool where you will be receiving your service tickets, so both can be combined as part of the data set, a single data set. And once we have the data set, then we will be start training our model on the data set what we have, and then the model will be deployed, and then we will set up the streams is nothing but passing on the data, which will help you to pass on the data whatever the identified or captured by the communications mining to the implementations. And implementations in the sense like based on the data whatever we are receiving, then we will be building our automation workflows, and then it will be an end-to-end automation flow of with the help of communications mining on the unstructured data. So hope you like the video, and in the next video we are going to look at how do we going to do the integrations with the Microsoft Exchange server, and how we can get the data from there to UiPath communications mining. See you in the next video.